has a robbery and kidnapping charge.
Sorry about that. It was police work, Mr. K. We're arriving right now. We're pulling up right in front of the building.
Yep, we just arrived.
All right. See, they were late also.
The MD2 is just
they arrived in a fucking police. God damn it!
Hey, did y'all see Mr. K? Anywhere?
Howdy, Cornwood.
Oh,
Is everything okay down here by the fire station? There's more reports of
Officers?
firearms in the area.
Hey, Mr. K, how we doing?
I don't know. This car was just here.
Now, who's that with the mask right there?
Oh, well.
You curious?
Yeah, I'm just wondering who that is.
How's it going, Denzel?
Okay.
All right.
how does
the
Warren-
gang's all here.
Yeah,
Let's do this meeting.
Let's go on inside. I have food for everyone and drinks.
Cornwood?
After you.
What?
Thank you. They serving drinks?
This is bro, this is gonna be bad. We're gonna die. Tessa's there.
Table.
By the way, you miscounted. I saw 4 of you.
Yeah, you can add it. You can bring another person if you would like.
It's okay. I think this speaks loud enough.
What do you mean?
I mean, Tessa and Suarez are pretty smart, right?
Yeah, true. They are. Okay, I'm just put some hot dogs on the table for everybody.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. All right, everybody have a seat. Okay, listen, you gotta hear Mr. Cornwood out, okay? Because we need to secure these votes, Mr. K.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to me, Suarez, and Tessa. We're not so easy to convince, so this better be good.
Where's Tessa?
Shit.
Okay.
Tessa looking good. Looking real good over there.
Thank you.
Wow. Been together, huh?
Let me go, Cornwood. Cornwood, let me go. Cornwood, let me go.
Sharing the seat,
trying
I
to-
see, huh?
Cornwood, just let me go.
A little love bug.
Cornwood, just
Dan,
Do you want me to grab you?
Oh,
Just let me-
just
just let
hold
me
on
go.
to you,
My
too.
seat.
just let me go.
Okay. You know what? No, I'll just sit over
Okay.
here, actually.
Ah,
Thank you.
Okay.
So, what did you drag us all the way down here for? There you go, Tessa. Give him a little back rub. He seems a little tense. You got a tight neck or something, Cornwood? A lot of scar
Big
tissue
man,
there.
tight neck.
Oh, score. Yeah, score tissue is a lot of score.
It happens. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Heavy set man. Big bone.
Oh.
All right, so
Well,
we're here
Dan, go
to.
ahead.
I'm here to facilitate this.
Why are you guys so nervous?
Well, Mr. K, why are we nervous? I mean, I'm not no bitch, but your partners in crime are, very dangerous people, and
Partners in crime.
yeah,
Partners in crime.
yeah. Well, not, I'm not. Excuse me,
what the
not
hell
you,
does that even mean,
Tessa. I
Denzel?
apologize, and I'm sorry about you, Suarez. Not
I mean,
not
cool.
you.
Tessa's not dangerous, right?
No, Tessa stabbed me in the neck.
Well,
What?
Den said she's not dangerous. So
well, I didn't get charged for that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Okay. Another example of our great justice system.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, we're here to secure votes for this here sheriff election that's happening very soon. Okay. Cornwood has some great ideas that I would like to bring forth to you and your great organization of civilians, Mr. K.
Okay, sure thing. Because I've heard from some of the other candidates, and let's just say, boy, do they hate you guys.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what the hell did we do?
Oh, I mean, I've heard a few things about Cornwood having his priorities in the wrong places, and then you don't want to hear what they said about him.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, I'd love to
You
hear
can
it.
talk another time.
Wait, what the hell he hate me for?
A lot of things.
Oh shit, okay. Was
But
it something
this
I
is about
did
them,
or
it's
something
about
I
you
didn't
guys.
do and
I mean,
somebody
now's
said
the
I
time
did?
to convince us they were wrong.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Go ahead, Cornwood.
what did they say so they could be wrong about it?
Well, I mean, are we here to gossip or are we to hear a speech? I mean, what's going on here?
Well, that was your question.
All
You
right,
convinced
well,
wrong.
They said, your judgment's clouded, your rage
Okay.
filled, you lose sight of the goal, and revenge is number one on your mind. That's
Wait,
the word
really?
on
Who the hell
street.
said that?
I had a couple people tell me that in the past few days.
Oh shit. Okay.
They say you gone turbo drunk.
Me?
They say you gone turbo drunk. Yeah.
No, not me.
I'm just saying. That's what they're saying.
Okay. Well, shit. I mean, what do you want me to say about it? I
Cor-
mean,
no,
how the
Cor-
hell can I
Cor-
respond to something that just ain't
Cornwood,
true?
we're here to secure the votes. Pitch them the idea. Go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be running for sheriff. Okay. And as you know, I'm currently the PD liaison. And, I've been working real hard to get the sheriff's office open for about 5 months.
Okay, we're doing good.
Basically,
We're doing
the
good.
entirety of these last 5 months has been nothing but opposition and strife. Pretty much every single avenue that I've encountered for a bunch of bullshit, And unfortunately, that shit has rolled downhill and affected some of our finest officers. Not only those who are currently with us, but unfortunately, some of those that ain't no longer with us, and unfortunately, some of those that they didn't get an opportunity to be with us. And I feel like having the right person up in the sheriff's office is going to give us an opportunity to change that.
How so?
Hell, morale has been bad. Morale is bad.
Why do you think so?
I think we have a major culture issue in the PD. And it all started 5 months ago when the PD was in one world and the whole damn rest of the city was in another world. Now, I'm a big believer in standards and, just making sure that the whole damn world functions properly and making sure that everything is there is a balance to the ebb and flow of how things go.
Well, what's currently unbalanced, I should say then?
I mean, hell, where do I begin? I mean, some of this shit's out of my control, right? But I think the best that I can do is I can establish a good environment, a good culture, and facilitate opportunities for others to make the most of their time, make the most of their days. So when we're talking about things being
saying a whole lot, but a whole lot of nothing at the same time. What does this new PD look like? I mean, what are you gonna change? What's the problems? Is it accountability? Is it resources? Is it?
I mean, resources and accountability are just part of it, right? I mean, obviously, like accountability comes in different ways. So, what is your definition of accountability?
Well, listen, I'm here to hear you guys out, right? I'm trying to vote for you guys. I want to hear what you got to say.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see
I can
change,
give
Mr.
my
K?
definition of accountability.
Yeah. What about you, Tessa?
When a police officer commits a crime, they get charged for a crime.
Mm-hmm. What about when a
That's
civilian attempts to murder a
accountability.
government employee, Tessa?
Well, in that case,
They
you
get
should probably charge
charged
them
for
within the
that crime.
statute of limitations, right?
Yeah, you should.
And why wasn't she charged?
because of sheer negligence
On whose behalf?
on the police departments.
So there you go. There's an issue right there.
But this is why I'm sorry to step in here. This is why we're trying to start anew, with the sheriff's office up
My
north.
life was ruined not too long ago by another candidate, Vivian Gray, and a couple other officers on scene. Slacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is going bad.
And you remember what I said then?
Situation where zero investigation was done.
Oh God, this is going bad.
And I was just thrown away.
Yeah, you remember what I said then? Do you remember what I said?
I remember, but nothing has changed since then. I mean, same thing happened to Tessa, but in her case, it helped her.
Was it the other way around? Yeah, there was too much investigation when clearly the facts of the case were already done.
Exactly. It was
I mean,
in front of their face.
Oh
They
my
saw
God.
her stab you
Oh, honey.
and still didn't charge. Well,
Yeah.
there wasn't investigation.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, it's clear everybody saw that shit. She ain't wearing a damn mask. Hell, if anything, if you were around years ago, she was more identifiable then than she's been just walking around
I
the
just
city.
want to know. So the statute of limitations is what, 30 days? What the fuck were they doing in those 30 days that they couldn't prove Tessa did it?
They're thumbing their ass. That's what they're doing.
I know what they were doing.
You know what Tessa told me? Tessa, right? You wanted to get arrested.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You
You
couldn't
want to know
arrest
what they
someone
were
that
doing,
wanted to
Cornwood?
What were they doing?
I think you know what they were doing, actually, but I don't know if you care. They were waiting your statute out.
Yeah, and we can see your
Well, my statute ended weeks before your statute ended.
By 2 weeks.
Yeah, we can see your frustrations. This is why we're trying to secure the votes to make some qualifying changes within the new sheriff's office coming up. Okay, well, what would you like to see?
How are you going to change yourself, Denzel?
Say again.
How are you going to change yourself? Aren't you the one that's always he called me twice, 3 times now, saying I'm a criminal and assuming I'm a criminal with a clean record?
I did.
I said you can't wait to catch me doing crime and you can't wait to arrest me.
Okay, I did say that. Okay, and I want to apologize. The other day when you came down to the cell, the person I assumed that you were called me, and I'm sorry. I'm actually, as Chief Barrick, as my witness, I'm actually going to therapy for that, and I want to formally apologize in front of you and your friends, in front of everybody here,
and me.
Yeah, and
you know how I feel about Suarez.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Suarez?
I like Suarez. I think Suarez is great. And I remember all them damn times everybody would be bitching and moaning about Suarez in the cells. Oh, Suarez this. Oh, Suarez that. I say, okay, you listen to me now, okay? Just because Suarez got your ass don't give you a damn right to be upset at him, okay? All right, I get it. Quit bitching and moaning about Suarez, peanut. Okay, I tell him this like
we
2 months
Suarez
ago.
to his face. He knows.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is why this is why we're here to we want to know what you guys want. Like CG's like CG has range in certain areas in Los Santos. We have other meetings with other people to in certain ranges of Los Santos, and we just want to make sure. What would you guys like to see? A change within a police department so we can secure these votes.
I want to see proper justice. I've never been a fan of by the book. I always think the book is a guideline for you to follow. It's not word by word. Letter of the law. That's some fucking bullshit.
That's for nerds.
Because they just pick and choose what they want to consider letter of the fucking law. Oh, letter of the law in this case. In another case, no, I don't think so. Let's do a 30-day investigation and find nothing, and then we can't do anything. Accountability. You got Den Shits over here. I mean, be honest. How many people have you flatlined?
What do you mean exactly?
Sloppy pits. Maybe just running someone over. I mean, how many times has that happened to you? Where you flatten someone?
Only Gregory Johnson.
Sure about that. I've seen
No,
you.
to be fair, it was only it only was Johnson.
Yeah, it was
Which is
only
actually kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of we're among friends
statute of
here.
limitations. You may have been chasing me a few times, and I've seen you run over many people. coming.
Yeah, like I said, these votes. How do we secure these votes for Cornwood?
Well, first things first, you can't be shooting people in the back of the head when they're unarmed, right?
Say again.
Should we talk about that one? I mean, accountability, right? You guys support accountability. Let's talk about the time when Den shot an unarmed man in the back of the head. Go ahead, tell the class about that.
Is that Dan or Slacks? I think it was Slacks.
No, that was Den.
Wait, when was Dan? When was that Dan?
I don't recall what he's talking about.
Really?
Don't recall that then?
Which one? What are you talking about? Which one are you talking about?
Oh, which one? Oh, there's multiple.
No, no, I'm talking about like which situation. Because listen, which situation are you assuming I'm doing? Which one?
Why don't you help this man remember a little bit?
Why is it?
Remember Opal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that situation.
Oh well, I mean, listen, I got a direct order from the top situation where an officer was swung on by a wrench and tried to take her life. At that point, the individual was warned multiple times to stop running or he will be shot. That was the God honest truth. That is what happened.
It sounded like there was a couple situations you're confused about.
No.
When you shot an unarmed man?
No, that is only that situation. We warned the individual multiple times, and the individual did not.
You shot a fleeing man.
Yeah, fleeing felon. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's Tennessee versus Garner.
Yeah. Once again, Mr. K, listen. I have my flaws. I'm better. I'm improving every day. Like I said, I apologize to Suarez. We are here to secure these votes for Cornwood, right, folks? This Tessa, Suarez, K. This is what we're here, right?
Who's Cornwood's undersheriff?
I don't even think he knows yet.
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, so it's not that. This guy's over here.
I'm taking it very step by step. There's a
Dead
world where I
spinning
don't
on that
have
shit,
a.
Cornwood. You
No,
ain't
I don't want
undersheriff?
I don't want that position whatsoever. To be honest with you.
No, I'll tell you right now. Denzel's going to be a deputy in my sheriff's office. However, that all hinges on his improvement and him making sure he doesn't be a dumbass the entire time.
What do you think he can improve on?
Bro, how is he
I think
flipping
that
this on me?
one thing's for
Give
certain.
me
I
the
think his
votes!
accountability's gotten better. I think he's had a better sense of judgment over time. And I mean, Denzel can probably tell you this himself, but everybody talks about the damn daps and this and that, and getting demerits for some shit that you do. Okay, but nobody talks about when Cletus Cornwood chooses ass for doing some dumb shit. I mean, Den can tell you himself.
Yep, I get cursed out a lot by this man right here. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Probably. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know if it's more than anybody in command, everybody in command, but it's probably damn near. I mean, you probably attest to that.
Come on, how do you feel about DAPs and suspensions, stuff like that?
You need to have some sort of demerit strike system. And from what I had heard, because I think
we're doing we're not doing bad.
And
we're not doing bad.
What I had heard is that this place turned into a dadgum disaster. People getting like 50, 60 strike points.
Right.
Ain't no shit happening.
Could be worse. It could be a lot worse.
Okay. And when
we're not doing bad,
somebody,
we're doing high.
One, it has to be something that you're punishing somebody because there's a degree of impact that was made that was negative. Right? Like some shit actually happened, you're getting punished. But also your punishment has to be done in such a way that is, hey, you're going to learn from this. Right? Like, hey, slap on the wrist. Oh, you're bad. Here you go.
How are they going to learn from it? How are you going to make them learn from it?
They don't learn. They don't learn from dabs.
So what are you going to do?
You got to teach them. They don't learn from suspensions either. You learn from being taught with your words, with your actions.
What happens if they still don't learn?
And then at that point, that's when they get the suspension. If they're not learning,
someone shoots an unarmed man and fucks up, they shouldn't be suspended?
I mean, there's so many different factors. I mean, they could be suspended, but I don't think inherently no.
So
There's,
I think that
As
person
law
should be
enforcement-
sued.
as law
I mean, it
enforcement,
could
you
be.
guys go around locking people up for days, months. I
Yeah,
was
but
in
I
there
mean, there's
for,
just so many
for
different
years,
parts.
and you guys seem to have no problem doing that. But when it comes to your own, like Tessa pointed out, you guys have a big problem of holding each other accountable.
I don't think so.
You have no problem locking someone away in prison for years, but when it comes to suspending one of your own, you guys will fight to the fucking end not to.
No, you gotta
They
make
could
sure.
shoot 3 unarmed people. They could fuck up a whole hostage situation, get a bunch of people killed. You guys will sit there in your little circle and say, "You did a great job.
No,
great
what? No,
job, bud.
that's
All
not what I
Let's
said.
get back out there."
That's not what I said.
I'm not saying that's what you said. I'm saying that's what happens.
And when has that happened recently?
And no, wait.
happens all the time.
And this is why we need this vote for Cornwood, because he can change that. This is why we're here,
But he
folks.
doesn't seem to agree. I mean, Tessa, you
I'm
witnessed it
trying to
firsthand
find.
many
I'm trying to
times.
find out when this even happened.
All the time. Suarez, Tessa, I mean, you guys can account for this. You've both been in the PD before. How many times has the situation gone wrong and there's really no punishments handed out? It's more so of, well, all right, you guys did a good job. Let's get back out there.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm surprised more of our officers. I'm surprised so many of our officers are still around. It's bad. Morale is terrible. I would go as far as saying that we should have a mandatory mental evaluation for every officer as a part
Why
of
is
the
morale
LSPD.
terrible?
Because you literally just go out there and get shit on all day, and
How?
nobody does anything. Nobody can do anything because
How?
they're punished for everything they do. Hell,
How? Who's punished?
They're punished for the wrong things that they do.
Yeah, who was punished? I don't see any officers getting suspended.
yeah,
besides
because
Suarez.
but you're not in there. You're not in the police
What do
department.
you mean? Who's been suspended? Tell me.
I mean, I got suspended.
When?
I
Denzel's been
did.
suspended.
I've been.
When? Yeah, rightfully so. You fucking killed a man.
No,
And Jimbo's probably gonna get suspended.
Rightfully so.
Listen, Mr. K. Listen.
No,
Once
the
again,
problem is, you guys think everyone else around you just cries, but you motherfuckers cry too, and you don't realize how easy you got it out there. And that's the fucking problem. You depend on your fucking cars, your fast cars, and your little turbos, and all your little tools, but you never got it out the fucking mud. That's why you struggle. That's why morale's fucking low, because you guys don't got the confidence
give me
that you
all
guys
that.
can do your job. You
What-
don't. You don't
Nah,
got the
nah, nah,
confidence
nah.
that you guys can do your fucking job.
Now,
So
wait a
you
minute.
Get out there and you get fucking shit on because you guys is shit.
Listen, now.
Okay.
Wait,
Have you been reading the
hold on.
papers? What the hell is this?
Wait a minute, Cornwood. Wait a minute. Like, now, Mr. K, I feel like we do have a lot of room for improvement. Okay. This is why we're here to have this conversation, right? We want to hear what the complaints are. We want to and take them with a grain of a little bit of a pinch of salt. You feel me? So we can then improve, right? We don't want to have the same mistakes happening again. We don't want to have another Gregory Johnson situation. We don't want to have another, a cadet, myself, a perfect example, pitting somebody into somebody else. We're improving as we go, right? And once again, there's a lot of qualified individuals that are running for sheriff's office. Okay, Sergeant Vivian Gray's running, Duncan Finwell's running. Okay, but the most experienced individual, okay, that has a lot under his belt is right here, Mr. Yeah, it sounds like I'm glazing, all right, but he does have the most experience. Okay, so
How are you gonna bring morale up? That's what I want to hear. Because I know how I would.
How would you do it?
yeah, how would you? I'm interested. How would you do it?
I want to hear what you gotta say first.
Morale up is small activities, right? I know you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? You're a police officer. Small activities, like I don't know, mountain bike Wednesdays or something, or run to the beach Tuesdays, or fuck it, go to
man, preschool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
You
those
lunch boxes too.
okay, that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're all human, right, Mr. K?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll just tell you, Mr. K, we don't like get shit. Like, it's actually crazy. It's been 5 months.
Get shit as in what?
Like we just been doing the same shit for 5 months. We got like 2 new cars, three new cars in 5 months.
And a lot of people are in the same
We've been lockpicking the
mindset.
same cars for 6 months as well. We've been lockpicking the same cars.
Yeah, that's fair too. Well, but then again,
We're all in the same boat.
y'all don't even lockpick the same cars no more because we can't catch your personal car. I mean, like, hey, you got.
I don't use personal cars.
Yeah, well. I mean, look,
Well,
all
a
I
lot of
know is
people are
this.
also
I don't know.
always
I'm
shut
not
their
saying just
job.
you, but I do know there's a hell of a lot of black and colored gauntlets. Got 150 points on the Carfax
You know
higher.
why?
Especially that red
Let
one
me
with the
tell you
red
why.
underglow.
Let me tell you
Well,
why.
I mean, it's just
Because
how it is. Like, you know what I mean?
criminals in the city are reactive to the cops. The harder
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
reactive.
go, the rattier they'll get.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. I
But we
agree.
don't
The
go
more
hard at
cars you
all.
guys start getting on scenes, the faster your cars get, the more rattier shit they'll do. The faster cars they'll look for, the crazier ways around it they'll try to find. The more you guys keep, the more Air One you get, the more boats, the more Air One.
I know how to
deal.
Toronto. I know how to deal with them.
It goes up and up and up.
Cornwood is
Eventually,
falling
everyone's
into the
driving
trap.
around
That's why
fucking
I
station.
spam message him. Don't
Yeah,
fall
I
for the
get
stir.
But like we're not doing that.
I think
Like,
the answer is kind of what Dan said, but less of a preschool vibe. You need more variety. Where's the undercover? Where's the undercover?
We're not
work? Sting
allowed.
Operations.
Wait, no,
Where's
it's not that
the-
we're not allowed. It's in the process, right? It takes some time.
No, I'm tired of in the process. It's been 5 months.
Barrack,
we keep
if
getting
officers
told
came
no.
up to you and they're like, "Hey, us three want to go undercover and put this bait car or pose as a dealer and try to buy weed off someone,"
Yeah,
are you,
I
are you
know.
gonna say no?
No,
to
wait
that?
a minute. Let Chief Barrett answer this. I want to hear
As
this
long as we have
answer.
the units sufficient to provide that kind of time and resources to, absolutely, they can do that.
And what do you
But
mean
the
by
issue
sufficient?
is we never have those sufficient units.
Yeah.
Because objectively, yeah, things have been the same for a long time. But that's also because a lot of people's mindset has been the same for a long time. And they refuse to try and dig themselves out of the hole that they've dug themselves and realize that the hole that they're in can be a foundation to build upon instead of just reviewing what was in the past and climbing out of the hole and actually building something that we can
You get
use
stuck
and go
in your
forward
ways.
with.
I think a problem also though is scene control. A lot of times there'll be the whole force on one chase when there's no need. You guys may think you need the whole force to catch that person, but that's because you guys have been putting so many units on a chase for so long that now these people are coming with gauntlets and they're coming with 6 people and 6 different gauntlets and this, that, and the third.
Well,
And we are cracking down on that. I, as a witness, I called it out. Maxwell here, my back right, one of my favorite partners. We called it out. We seen an individual silently attached. We called it out. And we make sure they don't do that. We are trying.
Listen, you may think if you let up on the chases, more people are going to get away. But if you let up on the chases, well, these criminals are going to get a little lighter with this shit. Maybe they'll start doing more fucking, instead of 6 gauntlets ramming shit, it's going to be some other stuff.
Right.
I
It'll be
think you want to
5.
bring morale up, more avenues, undercover shit, different units, things of that nature. Instead of just, all right, well, let's get back on this call and this ping and that thing. You get too stuck in it. Next thing you know, it's fucking, it's just annoying. It's annoying to do your job.
Yeah, I mean, look, Mr. K, I wish I could say that everything that you said just now about undercover shit, trying to set up a sting operation or doing bait cars, and I wish I could tell you that we hadn't thought of that. I really do. The amount of times that there's inhibitors.
This is a
just
good talk, though.
surrounding you.
This is actually a
Every
fucking
sort of
conversation
cool idea, every sort
that
of fun
needs
idea
to
you have out
happen.
there, okay, that's going to, hey, maybe we can catch a criminal. Maybe we can do. It
Who's
all
shutting
gets
it
shut down constantly.
Who's doing it?
It comes from the top,
Who's the top?
and if
Crane?
it don't come from the top, then it's like, okay, well, it might come from high command.
Who's the
and we don't
top?
want to
Who's the
press
top,
high
Eric? Eric, who's the top?
That's number one.
I don't know. He's saying it's coming from the top. You're the top. If it's not you, who else is it?
Oh, there's other factors at play.
As
See,
Oh, the government,
Crane?
and occasionally, but not.
Tell Crane to
Not
go
limited
fuck
to.
himself. That dude don't know shit. All right, that guy never knew shit.
so I
mean,
just
look,
want to
it's-
I just want to put
there's
this out real
shit-
quick.
well,
Hold
here's
on.
the thing.
Give me
There's
1
shit
second,
that we
Cornwood.
can't do.
I just want to clear something up. I don't really think that
There's
dictates
something
or
I can
holds
do.
back a lot.
I mean, there's these are things that I can't even change, unfortunately, because it's like
So-
we're talking high command, like state level, man.
But I don't think they're gonna stop you guys from doing
Yeah, I
an
don't think-
investigation
no.
or doing an undercover or doing this, that, and the
No.
third.
That's not what he's saying.
I mean, but that's the fear, right? Is that, oh, are we going to press too hard? That's why we get told not to do something.
Well,
is
as
what
long
I'm
as you're
saying.
not over there fucking breaking the law doing this shit. No, you know what I mean? Like you're not
That's kind
fucking.
of where I'm at.
Yeah, go ahead, Tessa.
You know, we wouldn't have to break the morale of officers by dapping them or, punishing them, suspending them, if they would just stop committing blatant crimes. You guys need to reel that in, or this is going to keep happening. Because a lot of the time, when criminals retaliate against the PD, it's because the PD has started something by doing something wrong.
Sure, but here's the thing.
Nah, just kind of cut it out.
We
like,
have tried
don't
so
do a lot.
hard to avoid that, and it still gets escalated, and it's shit happens that it's not intended, and that's always going to be the case. So now, when you're trying really hard to I mean, look, you see this sumbitch right here, Suarez? I think we had cuffs and shackles on this guy. This guy was running about 25% capacity and he still had almost as many quota points as me and half the amount of time on duty.
But that's not what it's about. It's not about quota points. And, I don't necessarily even think that's a good system. I think that's going to drive morale down low because it's going to drive people to want to, I got to get these arrests.
Well, that's what I
I'm going
thought.
to fall behind.
I thought that too.
Well, hold on, you get tunnel visioned, and like you said, they're gonna get stuck in their ways, and that's all they're gonna look after is arrest. And if they're not getting those arrests, they're gonna think they're doing a bad job. They're gonna get demotivated, and it's gonna go downhill. It shouldn't always be about that.
I get that, but here's the thing, Mr. Kai, you haven't been there.
You could do an investigation.
This is why these hold on now, Coleman. Now this is why these conversations are important, because the thing is, once again, Mr. K, your votes, your whatever organization you represent, whatever, I don't know if you're in a gang or not, because you're a sexy elderly man. It's your votes matter, right? But the thing is, I want to make sure we have these sit downs with multiple other organizations also. This is not Cornwood's only meeting this week, and nor will it be the last time after the sheriff election, right? Because the thing is, right, after the sheriff election, we still need to have that communication between organizations within the city of Los Santos. So it's one of these situations where we have an open line of communication. Like, for instance, if you had your buddy that is a baller and he's always getting fucking lit up for doing like the most minuscule shit, we bring it and we talk about it, right? We hear you out, and then we try to adjust fire and work from there, if that makes sense, right?
Well, hold on a second. If you guys are open to communication, what has happened with Conan Clarkson?
Now, wait,
Cornwood.
This is about the future, Suarez. We're not talking about right now, brother. We're talking about the votes for sheriff's office. We cannot. Conan Clarkson is Conan Clarkson. We are moving forward.
Well, I think he's asking like.
I'm asking as far as investigating and stuff. I mean, I brought it up to the attention of you guys, and at least Barrick, I know for sure that he came in the interrogation room and kicked someone in the face. Has that even been looked into yet?
Okay, Conan Clarkson is a dumbass.
But he's a cop.
And,
Conan Clarkson is the epitome of you.
But I haven't seen him since you and I talked about it.
Yeah, Conan basically shows up once a week, causes a shitstorm, and then leaves. I think Conan is basically what everybody thinks Cornwood is. That's the best way to describe it. In some sense, he's what I used to be 8 years ago. Like about 30% of what I used to be.
Okay, so overall, what are you going to change in the PD?
There it goes.
I mean, it starts the culture, right? I mean, these are things that I'm trying to find what I want to say and phrase it in a way that would be relevant to somebody in the city that is not a part of the PD. And one of the big things is, like, I can explain to you the problems we have within the PD, and I can explain to you as if you were a police officer.
I wonder what the fuck Sarah Marby's smoking, bro. What is you
Things
smoking?
such as
what kind of pubic hair? What do you like? Unless I read that wrong, but like, what the fuck are you smoking?
Recruits, and it is bad. These,
Like
these
what?
guys
Like
come
what?
out here and they just get.
I'm trying
shit
to.
on.
Maybe I read it wrong,
Relentless.
but are you dumb?
As in,
Once again, if I read it wrong,
killed
chat, let me know
what?
if I read that wrong. But
I mean,
What,
just
what do you mean by shit on?
I mean, just from everything. They get berated. They get
And killed.
They get killed. They get their shit stolen.
rest in peace, Rooker.
It's not an easy job.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's
they
it's
also
literally
signed
the
up for it.
That's
sure,
right.
and it is what they signed up for. But
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure I didn't read that wrong, bro. Like
people
what?
are learning that there's very little benefits that come to that. There's
Okay,
like
hey,
you
Crazy,
can't even
hold
really
on a
like
second,
do
hold
your
on a
job
second,
the way
hold
that
on
you
a
want to do it.
No. Hold on a second.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
objectively, the
Hold
way
on a
that some
second.
people want to do their job is the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Conan
Crazy.
Clark's world,
No,
right?
the people that
So,
say dumb shit like that need to get piled
that's not what
on.
this is
but that
about.
applies to everyone. You know?
Motherfuckers like that need to get bullied and put in a locker.
Do shit how I always want to do it. You know.
No,
Sure.
fuck all that. You
But
say
then
dumb
there-
shit
then
like that,
there's, like-
fuck you.
We end up not having enough officers on duty because we can't keep people on the force. And when we can't keep people on the force,
Okay, what do you think the
Right.
number one reason why people are leaving the force?
Yep, this is a great conversation. Y'all
I
are
think it's
delusional. Your
actually
mom was
incredibly
delusional
stressful.
when she opened her legs to have you.
I'm
dumb
telling you,
bitch.
I'm getting grays. I'm 47 and I ain't gotten grays till I'm 47 years old. The last 5 months, I'm getting grays. It's getting bad.
That's how it is.
Yeah. And you can't turn your head without having some shit happen behind you. Then you turn your head, you see the shit happen in front of you, and then you can't do anything about it. You just kind of have to sit there and let it happen. So it eventually gets to the point where you literally just feel like you're a local. It just feels like you're just sitting there. You can't do nothing.
Let me give you some perspective here. There's a lot of civilians and criminals that don't make it either. They come and go. I've seen it many times. This city is just stressful in general. No matter cop, no matter what side you're on, it's a stressful damn city, and some people can't handle that.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
I think
No, I agree with all that.
there's always going to be people quitting. There's always going to be this, that, and the third. Maybe more hiring, maybe more academies. I'm not saying you guys aren't doing enough, but maybe that will help fill in the gaps. And there's always going to be people that want to join the police force. And maybe every 10 people, you only get 2 good ones out of it, but that eventually will pile up. You got a bunch of Cornwoods, a bunch of dens, a bunch of barracks.
Right.
Once
So-
again,
And objectively, that's what's been happening. But I think people refuse to see the writing on the wall that this is going to be the way it is. And instead of just doom spiraling and just worrying about what we can change, we need to invest in the people that actually want to stick around and invest
Right.
everything that we can into making them as good as they can.
I have given every ounce of my entire being to this city for 5 months. And all I care about, bottom line, is that we have a nice, healthy city that can have everybody coexist and everybody can do their jobs. And look, sometimes part of your job, you don't get what you want. You
I just noticed how
civilians in the
small
city, you got
Cornwood's
people who
hands
do
are.
crime, and you got people that do police work. And there's a way to approach everything to where you can have a reasonable way
Look how
that you
small
can
they
do
are.
your job. And sometimes that does include not getting your way. We ain't gonna catch everybody every time. That's fine. But we just have to make sure we're doing our jobs the right way and that it feels right, the way that we do it.
And with that being said, I'm just happy we came here when they get robbed. To be honest with you,
See what I'm
not.
saying?
No,
But,
one thing,
like,
I-
why are you assuming that? Like,
no,
as if
no,
I-
but
like,
you got to remember.
why are you
listen.
assuming that?
I hate to be the one to say this. I had my speculations about Suarez. I was really worried about him for a little bit until yesterday.
Worried
It's like-
about him.
Yeah, Mr. K, I thought you were just an elderly man with dementia, and you just happen to be a fucking psycho. I thought. And Tessa's awesome. I didn't even know she stabbed you. To be honest with you, Cornwood. I don't know how you fucked that one up, but we just want these votes so we can just just make a greater
the
future.
Statute of limitations, right?
Yeah.
You don't know something funny about that situation?
What happened?
I was standing on the sidelines just watching, and when the cops pulled up, they saw Tessa exactly in front of Cornwood with a knife in hand, completely ignored it, and just came after me.
Well, okay, so you know why?
Why?
Because
I wasn't gonna say it.
well, no,
They wouldn't assume it was gonna be Tessa. They assume it was gonna be me.
right, because y'all are running away whenever the police show
Yeah,
up, and
but
they're
Tessa's
like, "Oh,
in
that's
front
Tessa
of you
Lamb.
with
She's
a
a former
knife.
ranger."
Shouldn't they secure you, make sure you're safe before they go after me?
I mean,
I did.
you want to know the truth? Yeah, well, yeah, Haley arrived a little bit later. She was.
Well, later. Yeah, after it was already done, said and done.
Yeah.
If they had
No,
originally-
Chad,
but,
I'm
I
the
mean, think about it this
comedic
way.
relief.
Give Tessa
Chad.
Lamb.
If they originally
I
just
have-
pulled up, and
I
made
have
sure
to be
you
the
were safe,
comedic
you may have
relief.
not even got stabbed. Or they may have just caught it right there.
Yeah, I mean, sure, right? But think about who I am, and think about who showed up. Okay, you think if Lenny Hawk shows up on scene, and Lenny Hawk goes to Cletus Cornwood. Hey, Cornwood, are you okay, sir? I mean, I'm going to tell him, Lenny, what the shit are you doing? Go get the other guys.
Comedy, by the way. Okay, why am I getting shit on today? What the fuck is going on today?
I ain't worried about Tessa Lamb.
She had a fucking knife to you.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about,
I
Cornwood?
had no idea Tessa was going to stab me until she did.
Really? She
I would
was
never in a
not-
million years think Tessa would do that.
During that whole convo, you didn't think you were getting stabbed?
No, of course not, because it's Tessa. Why would I think
What
Tessa
the
is going to
fuck?
stab me?
Okay, so why? When I got shot the fuck up, it was assumed that I'm a fucking dirtbag criminal, and it was all me without any investigation.
Wait, when'd you get shot?
My first charge ever. When I got shot up in the car, I was I was GSR negative everything.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, I can't.
That was my,
yeah,
that was
They
my
saw-
first day off duty, and
I can't.
I heard about it afterwards, and I said, "What the hell are we doing?"
Yeah,
Like-
When you got held up, I didn't have much of a record. It was just that charge.
No, you didn't have a record, and I said
On the beach, and
literally.
they went after me still though.
yeah, that's yeah.
Well, I mean, because y'all were running away. They're gonna go try and catch you,
but
detain you, and
still,
question.
I mean, let's make sure Cornwood's good with the person with a knife in front of him.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know
I
if
see where you're
to be
coming
fair,
from.
I don't
see
know-
where you're
I don't know
coming
if you
from.
saw
Just
the
a
knife.
drive-by. Hey,
Yeah.
you good?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm-
sure, but
I
here's
was
the thing.
pissed that he was just laying there. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I don't
everybody just
know.
left him.
I don't know what he saw. I don't know if he saw the knife or not, right? But realistically, okay, myself, Cletus Cornwood, and Lenny Hawk are not gonna think Tessa Lamb, former game warden, running the Rangers, was gonna stab me. Hell, she had her damn Ranger hat on.
No, you're right. It's more likely the guy 30 feet away with nothing in his hand.
Well, I mean, if there's other people at the scene and they're running away, then we need to detain them for questioning. So if y'all are fleeing, then yeah, they're gonna stop the people fleeing to detain them to see, hey, what's going on here.
Like I said, I feel like there's qualified individuals for this sheriff's office. All right, and I mean we try to we poured our hearts out on this conversation here, Mr. K, Tessa Suarez, okay, and I hope you come poll day.
Okay, Dan, stop, please. Okay, so you think that you got to remember who we are here, right? If I hold my former officers in very high regard, okay, whether it's Suarez, whether it's Tessa Lamb, whoever it is, right? Lucas Lovzig, you name it. So
Cornwood is
yes,
taking the
reasonably,
bait.
I would not think Tessa is going to stab me.
He's taking the fucking
Or do you think
bait.
the cops messed up by not checking on you?
He's taking the bait, bro. I'm trying to stop him from taking the bait.
I think he should have driven by and just made sure it was okay, sure. But I also would have said, literally, Lenny, what the hell are you doing? You should go get those guys.
This is part of I think one of your guys' problems.
Stop
guys
taking
have
the
an issue
fucking
with holding
bait.
Other people accountable for when they made the wrong move. Now, I'm not saying this is a big severe case here, but this is an example that popped up. There's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, Lenny fucked up. He should have made sure. I mean, in any situation, you guys go to a bank. What's the number one thing? Someone stays with the hostage and make sure the hostage is safe. Make sure whoever's being held up, whoever, whatever, whatever's happening, make
Yeah,
sure that
that
person
happens.
gets out safe. That's number one priority.
Bro,
We
he's
didn't do
take.
that
I'm
on
trying to
this scene,
save him
which
from
resulted
being
in you getting
baited.
stabbed and the person who stabbed you getting away.
Sure, but I mean, I agree
Well,
with
there
that.
is no but. Yeah, exactly. It's
Well, but I'm an
that's it.
officer. It's different.
I mean, it's a life is a life, right, Barrick?
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear what Tess and Suarez think. In general.
Well, I personally think that the morale needs to be the most important, personally, and it just seems like that is an all-time
No,
low.
I'm down for him because he keeps going
and
back. The thing is,
Colewood,
if
I
you're
know
having a
you're in
conversation, you're having a
campaign this for a
conversation.
while,
But
you
if you
want to
go
run the
back to
sheriff's
that,
office,
because you see, he fished it again, and then he jumped on it.
Are you gonna be able to get that back to up to a good point, good standard?
I'm gonna be
And,
honest with you.
I mean,
consider-
where does
Go
Denzel
ahead.
land in this department too? By the way, where does Denzel land in this if you get elected to sheriff? Because I know he's like here's your right hand man, but he's irritated me quite a bit. He keeps calling me criminal. I just don't
Suarez,
like
I
the
don't know what all
assumption
that's
to assume
I
someone is
apologized
doing
about that
crime
in
is
front
a
of
problem.
everybody. Suarez,
I mean,
I'm sorry again.
and no officer should be assuming someone's doing crime and just saying, "Oh, I can't wait to catch you." It's just
Well,
not the right way to do things.
okay, Suarez. To be a bit of a devil's advocate, is that not what Cornwood was just saying about me?
I guess so.
Except the opposite, right?
Well, he was saying for them to assume that I was not a criminal until something happened.
Doesn't matter. We have to RP it in a little bit, right, Bell? So we kind of like this. Doesn't matter. We don't think about that. We just RP it, right? We RP it as he was fired.
No, that's just how I feel
For
about
me?
it.
Just to we don't want to just shun the dude because you know what I'm saying.
I mean, you know how I feel about
But
you.
I got you.
I've said that to Dan.
I got called crazy. Once again, I just want to apologize for it again, okay? Mr. K, Tessa, Suarez, I'm not gonna take too much of your time. There's an ongoing war between a group of individuals that we have to get to. I hope you guys vote for the most experienced individual on the booth one
I
day.
actually have a question
Go ahead, Chief.
for Suarez. What do you feel like is the solution as somebody that was in the trenches every day, especially during that time where I'd say morale is at its worst?
People just want to be able to come around and have fun, man. And the problem is that's just not the possibility. You have a quota that you have to hit to where it incentivizes to go after people and arrest them constantly. And it leaves you less time to be able to do more things, have more free time, and be able to do your own thing without having to worry about that. That's the problem. Need more numbers, more people to come around and have fun and enjoy themselves. And if you keep, if situations happen where escalation keeps happening, I mean, no one's going to be happy on the other side. And obviously they're going to retaliate that back to you guys. I mean, people are getting rammed into or sent off a cliff or something like that. It's not going to make anyone happy.
I thought he liked the quota system.
And that's just, one thing, but there's other various things that it could
I swear
be.
he liked it. I thought.
And what do you think, above all else, is the sole solution, if there is one?
Well,
Like, what
first,
for you would have made the biggest difference?
you need to get rid of the quota. First and foremost, the quota needs to go, and there needs to be no quota anymore. And secondly, there needs to be more time spent bonding together as a PD. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of time during that. I mean, there's not enough numbers to have time. There needs to be more people, and there's not any people. There's limited numbers, and it just makes more and more people leave.
Eric, how many cops you usually got on duty?
My fault, Chief.
Depends on the day, but
How much of the police force is with us in this room right now?
I mean, if it's more than 10%, that's a problem.
Because to me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna look. I be seeing tons of cops on my scenes, like 15.
You don't see more than you're supposed to. I mean, the thing is whenever
No,
you
what
have
I'm saying is like there's a. I usually get a pretty heavy response, so it's a surprise to me on the outside that you guys are low on numbers.
And
Well,
that's
it's actually
always
just
the,
outside of shift 2. Shift 2 is
Yeah,
is
shift
where
two.
we're
Yeah,
low.
shift 2 is different. I can't speak
shift
for
two,
shift 1.
Shift 2 is the only one with remotely decent numbers.
So this one's this
and even then, it's not enough.
this is
Yeah.
shift 2, right?
Yeah, shift 2 starts in 10 minutes.
Yeah, so this is usually whenever people are getting off, people get on.
And more people need to be given chances too. If you guys, I mean, that
Chances for one.
get hired.
You can always fire.
I Suarez, I wish. I wish. I've been begging.
I mean,
But that's what he's saying, Corwin, and what you're saying are not the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You're talking about the as we've spoken about before.
Right.
The equivocal, college seniors that played for the team that will not
They
return.
graduated.
Yeah. And now we have a whole bunch of freshmen and juniors playing that aren't as
They never.
experienced,
Yep.
and it's going to take time for them to get to that same level of play.
That's facts right there.
It's a bunch of semen on the
I work
ground.
to teach at academy.
How did you only just realize that, Denzel?
I'm sorry.
Well, this was a good talk. I got some thinking about to do about my vote.
I appreciate you, Mr. K. Once again, these are not gonna stop. I kind of want to put it in Mr. Cornwood's head that these are gonna happen. Even if he gets sheriff, it's gonna happen at least, twice a month. No, not twice a month. Once every 2 months, quarterly.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Tessa, Suarez, Mr. K.
Good
you
to
guys
see you, Suarez.
have a nice one.
have a nice one.
Have a nice
Take
night, guys.
care.